Then I should do it. Yeah, and we are live. Hi guys, welcome to Chelsea Inverted. So at the moment, just doing this one on my own personal YouTube account. But tomorrow we'll start properly on the Chelsea Inverted. As you can see, I'm joined by Comrade, and I'm sure once this guy, when he starts speaking, you know exactly who he is. Yeah, what I mean, one of our most vocal members on Chelsea Inverted is Brian. Yeah, so guys, yeah, let's start. What do you think about today's game and season coming ahead? Anybody can jump in.
Just give me a minute. I only watched the second half, so maybe if you watch the first half, you can
I
just
mean, to be
start your
fair, me,
analysis.
I did not watch the game. I didn't watch the game. I
Really?
messed up. Yeah, no, I messed up the
Oh,
times again, innit? I thought it was in the evening. I messed up the times again. I watched a bit of highlights. So me, I,
yeah.
I think I'm just reacting in terms of what people are saying in the comments and the type of goals we conceded, and especially that winning goal we conceded again. Tossing. I don't know what this guy. I don't understand why this guy can't win a header. But like I said, I mean, I didn't watch the game. So, Brian, I think you watched the game. So I think you can say more than we can in terms of what happened today.
Yeah, I actually watched the game because it's quite early here, so I had to set my alarm so I could make it to yeah, to the game. Um ah the game was a bit tricky. To be honest, if you look at the both teams, you would understand that Tottenham has actually been um training or playing together for a while because they had the chemistry. Their passes were very clean, very smooth. Dezabi. Dezabi
Well, it
has
was is it deserve his ball? My manager.
oh yeah,
I told you
you
guys,
know,
man.
yeah, he has a set way of playing. So, in terms of energy, in terms of the passes, I think they had better. And if you look at the possession, they were actually better with that too, as expected, right? It's the Zabi after all. But then for us, the problem was midfield, like I said earlier.
Hmm.
The two guys there were just too lazy. They maybe it's because of the press. Okay, I want to give them that excuse that probably Tottenham was more fit and then more aggressive with the press because they were causing a lot of foul. In fact, there was one foul that Calaga did on Joao Pedro. It just picked him from the ground like it was bad. Joao Pedro almost fought like he was angry. Yeah, so they were not able to receive the ball, turn and pass and do anything with the ball. So the midfield was completely taken by Tottenham, and then our guys were just we're going through the wings, and then of course Colwill Fofana did their thing once in a while. They're able to play that line breaking pass to what's his name, Palmer or Gittins at times. So we're working with the wing. In fact, our goal came from the wing. It was Gittins that crossed the ball to Estaval, and then he did his
So,
thing. But overall, it was a very tricky one. Honestly, if the only excuse I can give is the fitness level of both teams. It was obvious
Hmm.
that one team was up for it, was very fit, have been together. They probably understand the manager's ideas better because they've been doing it since the end of last season. Remember, Desabi
Yeah, yeah,
actually
yeah,
came
yeah.
in,
He's
yeah,
been there. He's
yeah,
been there for
end
a
of
while.
last, yeah, and then he helped them to escape relegation. So he's been able to impute his ideas a little bit into the guys. So that's it was clear that one team was very fit and ready, the other was still trying to build momentum. So yeah, the front player, another issue was the press. Oh my god, our press was shambolic. We're not pressing together. Like they need to know and understand who is going to trigger it and then who follows and how we sustain it. It was shambolic. We somebody will like Palmer triggers it at times, and then you see Drapedo far behind. Like, what's going on? You have to move with the guy and try to make up the space so that they don't have who to somebody to pass to. It was just a little bit disjointed, but I feel like it will get better to get better. I remember in Xavi Alonso's press conference pre-game, not pre like yesterday or a day before, and he
Yeah.
said he was very happy that Caicedo is back, that one of his best midfielder. I'm sure he has seen that Isugo and Lavia are not up for it now, right? So Yeah, so it was just a tricky game. Yeah, I think the better side won. To be honest, even though they had a red card, yeah, they won because they were actually better overall. In terms, their passes were more direct, were more were smoother, and you know, so hopefully we'll get better. Hopefully we'll get better because today's game was not it.
Yeah,
How do you see the second half? You watched, Comrade?
For me, going forward, we were good, but the problem with the game is our midfield. And when I checked the stats, we had before the red card, we had more shot on target, which means going forward, we were good. But when it comes to the midfield battle, when I look at who Tottenham had in the midfield, Tolani and Gallagher, which they were quite aggressive. This is where sometimes you need intelligent midfielders that know what they can do. And Esugo is not at that level. The reason is because when you have a player being too physical on you, you don't buy into that physicality. You have to be
True, true.
intelligent in the way you play.
Yeah,
That's the reason I like players like Rodri. When
yeah,
you are being too physical or Rodri, he doesn't buy into it. He finds a way to influence the game. Esugo was too focused on what want to do Gidigbo, want to be baby
yeah,
Caicedo. You're
yeah.
not Caicedo, just and there were times where
Mm.
again where Esugo received the ball in front of the box, and after receiving the ball, then he start thinking, what do I do with the ball? I don't like that as my but I look at him, he's young, his age, he doesn't have experience, so I don't expect much from him. Can't judge too much. Maybe when Caicedo comes back,
Yeah,
they will start
and like
seeing.
like I said off camera, bro, um, there was this thing he does. Like I told you, he receives the ball, and then instead
He
of looking for, like you
wants to
said,
guide.
you exactly, you know that they're going to be aggressive, they're going to press you. Just try to just pass the ball and create space and move. But he's trying to guide the ball. I don't
Yeah,
understand why
you
he's doing
can't
that.
you can't guide the ball all the time. Then, and this is why I still look at the midfield. And again, we should have won this game because the reason I say that is Esteban had two chances, two clear-cut chances. He should have put the ball away. I don't care.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
balls should be goals. Then Joao Pedro had one, but when I look at that Esteban chances, games like this will happen within the season, and we're going to rely on moments of brilliance whereby you get your chances, you score, and game becomes open. But I don't know why. I don't think he's a good finisher of the ball. I know he's a very good dribbler, but in terms of finishing, it's not there yet, and maybe he can develop on that. That's that's the reason I say this is the reason sometimes when we see Pedro Neto starting last season, people will be like, Pedro Neto is a left wing back, but you can't take it away from Pedro Neto that in front of the goal with Pedro Neto, we can all agree that he can do something. He can score the goal. He can put the ball in the net. That's one thing with Pedro Neto. If he's in front of the goal, he will try his best to put the ball in the net. But I strongly believe that Alonso will impute a competitive culture in the squad, whereby if you don't perform, you are not going to play. That's what I
Yeah.
want to see. That's the beauty I'm taking away from today's game because I'll watch the next game and I want to see. I'm only seeing performance from key players now that are playing. You can see the maturity in way they play. That's Joao Pedro, Levi
Mhm.
Colwill, and Cole Palmer. I see maturity in the way they play. Palmer
Yeah.
does not. I don't think Palmer will score lots of goals next season because
Yeah.
where he picks up
It
the
has to
ball,
be a playmaker. This it has
if you
to work
watch,
for the others. Yeah.
yeah, where he picks up the ball, he picks it up in a space whereby he has to just play the ball in for someone to score. So I don't see him scoring lots of goals next season. So I've accepted my fate. Then when I look in Palestra, I like him going forward, but again, I don't. We need to be direct on why you want to be a defender, you want to be a wing back. These are things the coach needs to sort out because I saw him most of the time. Yes, he's a tall guy or he's fancy, he's good with his feet, but he gets past easily.
I think
And
I will have to disagree with you a little bit there.
okay,
I'm not sure he gets. I think it was just one scenario. I don't know who the player was that he was actually neck and
tell
neck with, and then yeah, I think it was Tell, yeah, and then he was able to go past that. That was the only scenario I noticed. I feel like he wasn't helped much because in those kind of situations, he's further forward. You're supposed to have two midfielders that
Esugo.
could go either ways when the full
Yeah,
the
I
forward
understand
the
the
left the
position.
fullbacks, yeah, are off the,
Yeah,
but those guys were not even helping. They were not
yeah, it
helping in
was
any way. Yeah.
it was a Sugo was not
Yeah.
covering again. But again, I'm not reading too much. I just when I'll start judging Alonso is when we have the squad fit and complete. But again, my fear is 3 games, Fulham and Arsenal. Those are big games, and it needs to
Yeah.
we need to be ready for that game. But overall, I think I like Cole. I like his composure defending. There was a ball Cole went forward, and that was the chance. I think Estova also they missed when they put the ball too high. But
Yeah.
I like Cole. His left foot. I just like the way he plays. You know,
But he has to be careful with the
it's
overlapping, because at some point he was for too further forward. And the danger of that is that when you don't have strong midfielders that can cover, when you lose the ball, you're out of position. Does it have the legs to fall back and cover those lines? It doesn't. So in as much as he did it well, it worked a little bit today. He has to be careful, and that goes back to my comment about the structure of the team. We have to find a structure, because, like in Tuchel's time, I keep saying this. He was doing this 5-5 thing, and he
uh
played three at the back here, where you have the five who were all attack. It's not like the other five were too defensive. No, they were still
yeah,
helping. But when we lose the ball, you have the two midfielders and that three at the back defense to meet you, right? So that helps us a little bit, because what Tottenham did was they were pulling players out of positions with their passes. And we will meet teams like that. We're going to meet a Maresca's City that would be passing the ball like that. We're probably going to meet. I don't know if Arsenal is not that crisp with their passing anyway, but we're going to meet teams that would be very good with the passing like that and will try to pull us out of position. Are we able to cover? Do we have the legs? One thing I like about Palestra is that it has the pace. There was a time it was, he had to run with some, and he outpaced the person and did
yeah,
well.
yeah. He has the
But
pace.
yeah, but on the other side, we don't have that. So Will, yes, he has that very good line breaking ability to do those line breaking passes. But when it comes to the he gets carried away at times. I feel like he gets carried away. He has to be careful. And that's where the coach comes in. The coach needs to just talk to him that you have to be mindful of your basic function, which is defending. Yeah.
Caicedo will be back in the next game, and I believe he should be able to play 45 minutes. Again,
Comrade, my question is sorry, boss. My question is so what happens if Casado ends up getting injured this season? What do we do?
that's why we have
Benching.
Jordan Anderson, right?
Mm.
That's
It's
how
not
about
here
Jordan
yet.
Anderson.
You know, I'm not I'm not gonna laugh because I don't know if you meant that seriously.
No,
you
but
know,
I meant it seriously. That's why because I can't say that's why we have
it's
Lavia
too
because
good. Or
Lavia.
Lavia.
No. I'm not going to like I
Lavia
said
is not
before.
reliable. Yeah.
yeah,
Lavia is
but
not
yeah,
reliable.
but the
I would
chances
not
are
look.
Love will be injured the same time as Casado anyway.
I'm not going to
Because
look at.
Casado get injured, Love will play 45 minutes, half time, so he's gonna feel something in his hamstring, and that
So
means he's out.
so
So
Boniface, is it that you do not think that, apart from the leadership thing that everybody's just emphasizing on, you is it that you do not think that Anderson has the ability to come in at times and help us cover these lapses?
I mean, for a few games, yes. But I'm talking about, when Casado, for example, hypothetically, Casado ends up getting injured for, let's say, several weeks or a month or two. Can we legit say that Henderson can actually come in and do a job? Because I'm comfortable with him coming in, for one or two games.
Well,
But
one
him,
thing.
him, him, him doing, him
No,
feeling.
it can come in. It can come. It's
It
not
can
that
come
bad.
in.
I know with the age is a concern, but it's not that bad.
It's not
These
that bad. I
days we
believe.
have, yeah, yeah. Even look at the World Cup. I know Modric is a way better defender than Henderson. So I'm not talking about quality here. I'm just
Mhm,
talking in terms of the age, right?
mhm.
Hmm.
He could do everything. He was still an all-round midfielder as it was when he was younger. Maybe the pace and the legs are not there as it is. I feel like Anderson is just 35, right? It's gonna be 36 or
36.
so. He
Yeah.
still has another three. He can play till he's 38, 39. I don't think the pace might reduce, might drop, but I don't think the ability is going to be, miles apart. It's going to be so different. The difference will be so wild like that. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah.
Let's
As
see.
long as as long as he can come in and the quality is not there's not a huge drop off in terms of quality. So who do you say would do a better job, Henderson or Esuigo?
Anderson,
And
Esugo is. I'm sorry, Esugo is not there. From the two games I've watched, him, people will want to criticize me. I don't think he's there yet.
yeah,
Yeah,
He needs
it's
to be
not.
coming up in 75 minutes to see the game out.
Yeah.
There's a lot he needs to learn.
Even that seeing the game out thing is very risky, bro. It's risky because
I have my
he
when it comes to
it's too
midfielders.
soft. Yeah.
When it
Go
comes to
ahead, bro.
midfielders, I want you ball on the feet, play the ball. That's my philosophy of football. Don't be a
Yeah.
destroyer. Caicedo was a destroyer, but last season I saw him play the ball. I saw him play long passes. Yes, and I liked it. I said he's developing. That's something I want to see from other players. When it comes to midfield, don't destroy. Play the ball. Ball to feet. Play the ball. Make passes. Make movement. Play the ball. You understand? And I think Anderson will go. Esugo will learn. If they get another midfielder, yes, I'll be happy. But we are relying on the fact that Enzo and Caicedo for the past 4 seasons, wonderful in terms of fitness. They are always
Yeah.
available. You wake them up, they would play for you. And that's one thing Chelsea fans don't, they actually overlook, that we have two midfielders that Enzo played 37 games last season, league
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a lot.
That's
That's
a
a
lot.
lot.
The
Yeah.
previous season before, I think he played 35.
Mhm.
He played 35. And that even look at Caicedo also, apart from maybe Caicedo has suspension, but they are
Yeah.
ready to play. And
And
I
that's why
like it.
on the space, I had an argument some days back with a few people because when
Bron. When
the
do you
yeah.
when do you never know argue in space? You said it like it's a one-off.
It's almost like a norm, right? Yeah, but the thing is, when the Bruno Guimaraes conversation came up, I know people were saying, "Oh, we have Enzo Fernandez. What's going to happen to Enzo?" And I'm like, "That's the hallmark of a good team, of a quality team, of a top
Yeah,
team.
yeah, yeah.
You
True. Yeah,
need to have, you need to be able to look at the bench and you see quality. It's
true.
you because if you're removing Enzo, for example, and you're bringing in Esugo, that's a big drop off. If you're removing Caicedo and you're bringing Esugo, that's a big drop off. Like,
Massive. Yeah,
we
yeah,
need
yeah.
to be able to look at our bench and say, okay, this guy is tired. Let's bring in somebody that can do exactly what he does. Or no, this guy is not tired, but I want to approach the midfield, the game a different way. Let me look at the bench and get a profile that is good quality and can help me execute that idea I have. That's the
Yeah,
hallmark of
absolutely.
big teams. You should
Yeah,
have that competition, and also it breeds competition too. If Enzo and Caicedo for me, they're just too relaxed because they know that if they're out of the game, there is no point. What are you going to bring? Are you going to bring a Sugo to replace Enzo? Max, he'll come in as a sub. The next game, Enzo starts again. But if Enzo knows that somebody is on his back, on his neck, that is also a very good quality player, he would wake up, right? So competition is very important. And then it helps the coach to rest players at times. You can't just have two quality midfielders alone. I think up front, they're trying to sort that problem now. At least on the wings, we have options. In the middle, we have options. But that midfield, we need quality, one more quality midfielder. If you watch today's game, I think you guys should go back and watch the game and you discover that the midfield was bad. Honestly, it was bad.
It
It was bad.
wasn't
We
working.
yeah, it
Even
wasn't working. It wasn't working. They were not
and
confident on the ball. Even Lavia, they were not confident on the ball.
for me, that's one of the things I was most worried about because our two midfielders is Enzo and Cancelo,
Yeah.
and I know we just brought in Henderson. Like I said, with Lavia and Asuigo, you know, any of them two gets injured, the quality
dropped.
absolutely tails off.
Yeah.
And is but I don't know, and this is what I am not totally opposed in having four quality midfielders. And I know
Exactly. Yeah.
Kuma will say squad planning, that, and he's right. But we definitely need quality, and for me, I don't think you can ever have too much quality in a team.
Yeah, when you have so many quality, it brings in competition. Players want to play.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
again, it brings me down to this player. I saw in the first game, Omari, I think Kellyman,
Mhm.
Alonso brought him at the start of the second half in the first game and removed him in 65 minutes. Same game today, he came in and
Was he not injured in the first game? Is that why he was taken off? Or was he taken off
was
due
he
to?
injured? I don't think he was injured. I
Who
saw
is
that
Yeah,
that?
I
Alonso,
think I've seen somewhere that he
Kellyman.
was taken off because he was injured.
Was it
I'm not
because of
sure.
injury?
I'll
Because
check. I'm not sure of the reason why it was removed, but I don't think it was because he was
if it
injured. I
was
think it
injury,
just
I don't think he would have played
yeah.
today's game, right? When he
It
came
wasn't
on
because of
today,
injury.
I
Because
was expecting how much do we pay for him, right?
it was 20 million for Aston Villa,
20
and
mil.
yeah, and he was on loan. He was on loan in is it Cardiff last
Cardiff,
season?
Cardiff, yeah, Cardiff.
Playing in League One, not even
Yeah.
Championship. He was in League One.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, to be taken off in a friendly, and you're not injured after coming on and playing 15 minutes. There, that's
I saw him today and I see
bad,
the reason
bad,
why I was
bad.
taken off. If you watch the
Yeah.
game, there was a ball that was played to him, I think from either Fofana, and he had the clear space to run. He ran into the space, then he stopped and he was trying to dribble again, twice again. He was also trying to, there are some players that shouldn't be in this preseason. I'm sorry.
Right
I
now we don't
agree.
have a choice. Like we
I
have like
agree. You see, how the Rob match we played there? What's his name? That Moroccan kid, Rabaj. I'll
Mm.
rub ahead
oh
of him. You see,
yeah.
I would have taken him ahead of Kellyman because for me, I
Really?
think, yeah. I mean,
Mm.
for me, I think Rabaj, um, I think Rabaj will end up like Rion Kumoha. I think you get to a point where his advisors will step in and say, "Look, mate, you clearly quality, you're clearly heading somewhere." And I
So
think they'll advise him, or probably advise him more to leave Chelsea and go somewhere else and get first team football.
yeah, he can go on loan. I
Mm.
think maybe most of these players should go on loan. But again,
They should. They should.
I
But
think
as it is, do we even know what the coach wants? Because I think for now he's still experimenting the four at the back. Do we
So
think he's going to continue with that into the
I
season?
think
Because I don't think it works for this team. Personally, I don't think that works for the team. And
once
I'll
we
give my
get
reason when I hear
once
from
we
you
get
guys.
the
Yeah.
left back from was it not Resuscita or the left back we're
But
trying
let
to
me see. I
Barella?
think I think a new bid. I think a new bid went in today.
Yeah, I think once we get that left back, we might go to three at the back. That's what I'm suspecting. Because the way Palestra is playing, he's not playing like a left back, he's playing like a more of a wing back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
his movement is very nice going forward. So I see him more of a wing back and breaking the line with his movement.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's gonna be interesting if we can have that because I love Esteval, but for
It's
now, I
finishing.
don't think. Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's working. There's just something off on that right side. I think him and there's a little bit of competition between him and Palestra. That I don't see the understanding there, right? Sometimes they want to occupy the same position, right?
Position.
Yeah, somebody has to drift in. And I think that should be Esteval and allow the wing back or the full back to do his thing on that end. So there's a little bit of lack of an or misunderstand lack of understanding there. They have to figure that out. And it's up to the
Mm.
coach anyway to do that.
That
Yeah.
can be a reconfiguration if Rogers comes in. Maybe they can start playing Palmer as a right winger and let Palestra overlap him. Then Roger will play as the 10.
Yeah. And the thing with three at the back formation, I feel like it helps the midfield a little bit because then you have that one defender who is a defender but could move a little bit into the
Forward.
midfield, right? Yeah, forward. You understand? And then you have the other two spreading out to allow then the goalkeeper can also play with them. So that helps a lot. That's central defender because it covers the gap that the one of the midfielders would have left there. You understand? Or it could even make a midfield three or a back like a five. When we're off the ball, right? So that is what I feel would fit the team very well. As of now, this four at the back is not working. No, it's not
I
working.
mean, Do you know what?
Palestra wants to go forward. He needs freedom to go forward.
I've,
Yeah.
I've seen what people were saying in the group chat that this guy's, more or less playing like a winger. So
Yeah.
which leads me to ask. So if they brought in Palestra, so as fans, we can see he's not, defensively strong. So
Mhm.
why is Alonso doing with this four at the back? Why not just go in straight ahead with your, tried and tested formation
Because he
and
doesn't
just,
have the personnel for
and
now.
just work on that?
Quinda is injured,
Yeah.
and Ato is not a wing back. He's more of a left back or a left centre back. So
Yeah.
Did have to start
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
started. But it was
Yeah.
a back four. But I think another thing, it cannot actually be modified. Um, I don't know if it's inversion, I'll call it. I hate that inversion because of Maresca and
And Boniface.
Maresca, not even Boniface. Maresca is made to hate that inverting thing. But Poch actually did it towards the end of the season when he was inverting
With
Cucurella.
Cucurella.
Yeah, but I think we just over bloated the whole thing and it became very annoying and I just don't want to talk about it. But yeah, so I feel like it can be modified in such a way that it will be a four, but on the ball, one side has to be active at a time. So if Palestra goes forward, Ato stays and make it a back three, right? And then you understand, and then
Yeah.
vice versa. If the action is on the right side now, Palestra can stay and Ato, sorry, on the left side, Ato can go forward. Palestra can just doesn't have to stay. He'll definitely move, but he won't be as far forward as he would naturally love to be, right? So it can be modified that way also. That's another way we can do it. So yeah, I think they were trying to test everything with your friend Boniface, your friend McFarlane. Towards the end of the season, we started doing the back.
Yeah,
we
forget,
started
forget,
doing the
forget,
back
forget
three
the
thing.
environment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
We
forget.
don't
started doing the
think,
back.
if I have my way, I don't think McFarlane should be among the coaching staff. He should step
No,
out.
do you know what? He no, he doesn't be. He doesn't be. I mean, me personally, I don't think he's done much to, be in that
Be
position.
around the first team, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's no
You
and there's
guys
no
are
way
just
he's like,
haters.
no, Brad. It's like what Oshin was saying. Up until I don't know if Oshin said 6 months ago or a year ago. This guy was Southampton under 18 coach or something like that, or some sort of
Up to
technical.
now, he doesn't even have his full licensure. It
Yeah, no,
doesn't.
this is what I mean. This is what I mean. And
So, but you guys have been harsh, right? Because I don't think.
we're not being harsh, man. We're not being harsh.
But Alonso still has his full team. The club just added one person in the mist, which is
Yeah,
not
fair
bad.
enough.
One
Yeah,
bad egg, one bad egg can spoil the whole crate of egg.
no. The
It's
guy is
true
not
though, isn't it?
doing much. He's not doing much.
For me,
He just gonna
he's a
help
nice,
with the training and the rest.
he's a nice guy, but the games he took charge of when we didn't have a manager, I don't think he has done much. He hasn't showed me much to say be around the first team. I'm sorry.
So do you think that any of those Alonso's guys behind him can confidently take up the team and coach them properly?
For one game, probably the team will be
That's
on
what we're
autopilot
saying. So
for one game.
that's what we're saying. So he was just acting then. He is not even licensed to be the main manager of a top European club like Chelsea, right? It was just covering for in the meantime, right? So I don't think there's anything wrong in just being there. If Alonso were to miss any game, I don't think Mafalan is the next in line to coach the team. He
Who
has
is the
fair
an,
enough.
assistant?
he has an
Who is the
assistant
who is
coach.
okay?
I don't even know his name, but there's a guy that usually gets laughing.
Eh,
But honestly, I think Alonso has to work. Honestly, if it doesn't work, then I don't know.
It's over. Because they've
If I-
supported him now. We can't even blame the club
No,
again.
it has to work. If it doesn't work, it justifies what Bluco was all the madness Bluco has been doing for the past 4 seasons. There will be like I told you so. You understand?
Yeah.
But it has to work. I don't read too much in preseason because Jose Mourinho was not the preseason coach and he ended up winning the league the last time. Even Antonio Conte didn't get it right
Exactly.
in preseason, but he won
I
the
think
league.
even Ancelotti, Ancelotti lost most of his preseason.
Yeah, those are
games.
not preseason coaches,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Like I said
That's
before,
As long as come first game of the season against Fulham, we're ready. And just going back to Alonso's formation. So let's say he decided to go with a back three and a 3-5-2 formation. Does that mean we have Slow Colwill playing our left centre back and Lacroix who turns like a tractor, right centre right centre back? Yeah,
no, right centre back will be James.
James.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
James
gonna
or
be James,
Fofana
Lacroix,
or Fofana.
and Kowe. Yeah. So yeah, Fofana,
yeah.
Lacroix, Kowe, or
Because
James, Lacroix, Kowe. Yeah.
me, the last thing I want to see is Colwill be 1-on-1 against a pacey winger. Where,
That's the thing.
when
He would
when
have
to
to
go forward.
do that at some
Mm.
point. If you're playing three at the back, one of them would definitely be pulled to the side from
Yeah,
time to time. One of them. So he has to just do that. And if he misses it, it gives the and the person is able to pass him. That's where the other two will now do their job. Or the midfielder, the DM can now, fill in that gap and try to help the team. Yeah. So he has to
yeah.
just work on his defending.
I think in terms of that personnel, having like a, let's say, slow right CB end or whatever, and then having Enzo, who people say is not very mobile.
Yeah.
I think tactically we're gonna have to be on point because I
Yeah.
feel I feel with that free formation, 3-5 or whatever, 3-4-2-1 whatever. I think once we lose the ball, we need to be tactically sound. Otherwise, we'll get ripped open.
We need legs in the midfield. But again, we can decide to play without too many runners. But let's see. Need legs. And I believe Enzo joining the squad will bring in more quality in terms of with the ball, and I will move the ball. That's something I'm very sure of. When Enzo Fernandez comes back, quality in the midfield will increase. And also, my hope on Jordan Anderson also comes in 15 minutes. We'll see how the game. Then for striking option, Jackson will probably be the second choice or the third choice.
Oh my
But I believe,
gosh. There we go.
yeah, I don't know for a mega,
It's
but
gonna be the third. It's gonna be the third option. Welbeck is there.
I don't know for a mega, but you see Dilap guy, I watched him today. There were some balls like the gap between Dilap and Joao Pedro is not just from let's say 7 to 5. It's from like 7 till 3.
Yeah.
The whole phase of play was different. There was a ball I was expecting Dilap to just put a little bit of control in the box. It was I don't think his Chelsea career is working out for him, and maybe they send him on loan
Yeah.
or if they want to increase, they can sell him to him, but we bought him 30 mil. So him
Yeah,
selling him to
I don't think the lap will be here. I don't think the lap's going to be here. Come
he should
start.
go on a loan. Maybe
Yeah.
if he really wants to be here, then go on a loan and work on his confidence and his movement because there's a lot of things he has to work on actually. And
Mm.
but
Yeah,
the
we'll
lap,
see. We'll see. Mm. But like I said, I think we have decent cover for Joe Pedro anyway. We got
for
decent
Yeah.
Joao
cover.
Sure.
Pedro, yeah.
Sure. They announced him today, by the way.
Mm.
Welbeck, yeah.
Welbeck. Yeah. Yeah. They announced him.
You know,
So,
and I'm not saying this kid's is the answer and he's ready, but I think Alonso really likes Sapaev.
yeah, I like him
The way
too. I would like to. It's just that he wouldn't develop sitting on the bench. So
no, he wouldn't.
so it's reasonable to let him go.
When I look at
It's the same thing as Anchampong. Anchampong, when he comes in and does all the mistakes, it's because there's no consistency in game time.
Yeah.
I should
Anchampong should
go
have done that a long time ago.
he should go to Palace and do one season.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to go to a team that has a defensive structure and do one season, and let's see what happens. Even this other guy, I see him more like Hendrik Stamper. I see him more like Hendrik, this Hendrik type of profile. Then I think another left back I didn't see today was this Emiliano Skid. Emiliano, right?
Yeah,
This
like
left back.
Oh, yeah.
That guy is
Yeah.
like a left
Emiliano.
back. He's built like Reece James, but he's a left back. His physicality is more of like the Reece James. Those players.
Do you
He's
go
still
on
very raw. He's still very raw. He needs to
Yeah,
work on
but
a
I
lot
think
of
he should
stuff.
go on loan. I think he has the quality. He should just go on loan one complete season, and even if it's a paid loan, that's something I know Abramovich sometimes do. You go on a paid loan, we cover the salary, make sure he gets game time and
Hmm.
develop.
Yeah,
if
but yeah,
Bluko really wants to develop and
But,
succeed
but,
as
Blue,
uh,
Blue,
but you know
Blue,
there are a lot of restrictions now. You can't loan everybody. There's a limit to how many players you can loan to the Premier League outside the Premier
is it
League.
only six
And
players we
yeah,
can loan
it's
out now?
yeah,
Is that
it's
any regulation?
I
Six
I
players.
have to check, but it's actually very limited these days. So I
I
don't
only
think
know
we
that we
have
can
that.
only give 3 to Strasbourg. Only three, maximum of 3 players
Great.
to
Wow.
Strasbourg on loan.
Wait, let me check the rules because yeah, I think there's a serious limits, and that's actually a lot of clubs are um limited because of that. Just a second, let me see
I
if I
saw
can.
that Disasi Badishile were not in the plan, are not in the plan also.
Obviously, would you put them in the plan if you were Alonso? He wouldn't.
Mamadou Sarr shouldn't be on the plan. He should go back to Strasbourg also. Mamadou
Yeah.
Sarr. But again, if
Oh
Sarr
yeah.
leaves, then we don't
How
have
about
cover
us?
again.
How about
But
Asemino?
Asemino, I think, is playing out of position.
He played today. You know, he played
Yeah, he played today, was in the left-hand side.
left side. Yeah. I would prefer him to Tosin. I would take him ahead of Tosin any day. Any day.
Who were we signing Lacroix? This one being very, very, very skeptical, right?
Mm.
If we remove Tosin, Badishile, Disasi, then we are stuck with who again? We are stuck with Fofana, James. Okay, I'm talking of centre back, Fofana and Levi Colwill and Lacroix. Who else do we have again for centre back?
I think that's it.
You see,
Yeah.
you see the problem, right? As much as I want Tosin to go, but I want him to go like now.
This is what I said. I think either Fofana, because I think no, me personally, I think he's going with Fofana,
Yeah.
Tosin, Lacroix, Colwill,
Colwill,
and who's the other one?
Asemino, Sa, and Chipong.
No,
Those have to go
no.
on loan.
Instead of Achepong, it's between Achepong and Ansemino.
Yeah. In terms of centre back, Achipong and Asemino. See, if we really want to compete
I
for the
would
league,
rather
those people.
loan out Achepong and keep Ansemino.
The thing is that if we want to compete for the league, those players shouldn't be in the conversation. We shouldn't be looking at Asemino, Sa, and Achipong.
Yeah.
In terms of the picking order. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I just pulled up the this is from BBC by the way. And the Premier League club can have a maximum of 6 senior players on international loans at any one time. And then a club can loan no more than 3 senior players to the same overseas
Club.
club. So the Strasbourg can only take 3. And then these international limits generally do not apply to players aged under 21 or club trained players who qualify for FIFA's exemptions.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So players that can go on loan is Anchipong will be exempted. That rule does
yeah,
not affect Anchipong.
Anchipong,
Emiliano, that rule does not affect also.
Okay,
And
that's fair enough.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we can kind of maneuver ourselves, around that. Because I mean, all
They
these
always
players.
find a way to do that. After all.
I mean, so we need these players to go and get game time.
Yeah,
And then come back in when they've played men's football for quite a while. You know me,
Yeah.
I'll be quite happy to send some of these boys to the championship, even as far as to League One.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want them in
No,
what's
honestly,
that your club again?
not counting.
Not
Yeah, bro,
counting.
I would take that Antwi. I would take that Antwi kid, that Godwin Antwi kid. And who's the other Genesis? Is it Genesis Antwi? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Or Godwin? Yeah, I would take him. I would take Landon Milano, not County, bro. I'm telling you, it's a man's league. It will open their eyes and it will sharpen their minds because they're not gonna come across. They're not gonna be as pampered as they are. Studying the Chelsea and the 21s. I kind of feel there's you get to a level as an under 21 player and you should not be playing academy football. It's just a waste of time.
Yeah. True.
And sometimes you can hold on to players for so long. I mean, for example, how long have we been hearing about Keanu Dyer? I don't think I've ever seen that guy kick ball for Chelsea. And people be talking about Keanu Dyer for so many years. Same thing as Harvey Vale. I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
Vale is gone. I think
Yeah.
going out last season.
Where is he now?
And
He's
that's what I mean.
gone.
I think because last time I seen Harvey Vale, I think he was it Bristol Rovers? I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, he left the club last season.
Does he? See again. See that's another one who's meant to be good, and I kind of feel that he was delayed. It's the same issue I've always had with Loftus Cheek. I
Mhm.
just felt we held on to that guy, delayed him for so long.
Avivel is in Queens Park
It's
Rangers.
about Rangers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now honestly, no, these boys, they need to go and play men's football. I just feel it's the only way. It's the only way they're gonna, you know, they will absolutely, advance.
Wait, where's QPR now? They in
Who?
the EFL,
Q-
what they call it, not EFL.
QPR.
Yeah, which of the leagues? Which of the
Oh yeah, no,
divisions?
QPR in the championship.
Or in
Really?
champion.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
I
in the
thought they were
championship.
even lower down.
No. QPR in the championship.
Okay. Yeah,
You know, which again,
but the
which
players, I don't
again,
think they want to go there though. I don't think they want to go there. They would rather go to a top club in Europe or maybe another Premier League club.
But Macy
That's the thing.
Mount, Rhys James, they built their name. They built their name from playing in the I think the championship also League One.
mm,
So
yeah,
if
because
you are good,
I
if
think
you are
initially Suman went to. Sorry, Conrad, go on. Sorry, boss.
no, I believe that if you are good, it doesn't matter where you play, you prove your name. The club is always sending scouts to watch you, right? So if we
Mm,
send out players on loan, we have people that we send to monitor them. So because it's their development, right? Specifically, what specific development we're looking for. So you don't have to be the shining light and people clamor for you on social media. No, I don't want that. Because when Macy Mount and Rhys James came in, when they were integrated into the squad by Frank Lampard, I didn't know much about them. They came in and they started showing a little bit of quality because we had like a young squad.
mm,
So
Yeah.
I don't need to watch you. I just need you to develop. That's for me.
yeah, yeah. Mason Man had a few good loans. You went because I think you went. Do you say Vitesse?
Yeah,
He went to
Vitesse.
Vitesse. Yeah, Damo there
Yeah.
went to Derby, and then from Derby to
He came to
maybe this.
Chelsea.
Uh, mm.
Even them
Yeah,
Hall
Well, we
and
could, we could send
what's
some
his
guys to
name?
Frank
Hall and
Lampard
the other
also.
guy.
this is what I'm
Those
saying.
all.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. That's absolutely me. Conrad, I'd be okay with that.
You can
Are
send
they
some
Maybe
guys to
ready?
Frank Lampard.
send
Yeah,
Shumari to
Now
Lampard.
you believe in Frank Lampard,
yeah,
Boniface?
it's good
No,
in developing young kids.
he's gonna develop it, and again, he has me. I've always thought flat. He needed a few more years in managerial, to get that managerial experience before he takes on a big team. Because even though he got us to, what do you know, call it, to Champions League, during that ban, we
Hmm.
all see what happened when the club brought in like 4 or 5 players. It's like he wasn't set on his first 11. And at some point, he was playing like a, was it Kante, Mason Mount, and Havertz in midfield.
Yeah.
And there's no way that was ever gonna work.
And that's the thing with, and I think that is one thing that is gonna affect us if we don't sort it out. Chelsea's the only club that maybe bar um Enzo Caicedo and maybe Palmer.
Hmm.
We don't, for the past couple of years, we don't have any stable back four or stable front three or front four, whatever, anyhow you want to see it. We've been chopping and changing for the past year. We don't have, only God knows if Alonso will be able to find two defenders like a Gabriel Saliba, even if not the same quality, but two defenders that can play together, stay together, and build that understanding for a whole season. Once in a while, there'll be injury or 1 or 2 games you might want to rest one, and then you bring in somebody else. But by and large, and large portion of the game, those two people should stay together and
Hmm.
build that chemistry. We've not had that for long. Even for in the forward position, I wonder how players build on this because we keep changing. This season now we've brought in Morgan Rogers into the mix. Gittins was injured most of last season. He's going to start playing now. How is he going to build chemistry with Joao Pedro, with Palmer? Maybe, who knows, God forbid, somebody, Joao Pedro might get injured and then bring in Welbeck to start building another. So we've just been chopping and changing everything. Every season we keep rebuilding. I blame the owners anyway for that. But it's a problem for me. It's a problem, and
Mm.
Alonso needs to fix that. Find if you want to play back three, find a three. I think at least within the first two, three, 4 games, find a back three that works for you. Stick to them. It's just 38 games. You're not gonna die in the League Cup and the EFL and FA Cup. You can try to change them, but find a back three that works. Find a front three or front four that works and stick to it. That's
Yeah.
just it. Find a formation that works. This changing, it's affecting the chemistry in the team. We've been unable to build a team because we keep doing this every season. It's a problem for me. I don't know what you guys think about that.
No, no, you're right. I mean, there's no consistency,
But
and
again, it's they are trying to get it right? So let's see this season.
How many years? 4 years. I'm still trying to get it
But,
right.
the idea was to have Levi Koya and Fofana be our starting to CB, but Fofana is not. This was something they were supposed to do last season. They are doing this season by
Yeah.
getting Lacroix. So let's
and
see. For me, I want a new
They didn't
center.
trust the
Another.
coach though. That's why. So
I need a new center back again. If we're selling Disasi, Badishile, and Tosin, we need someone with a little bit of experience again in the centre back position, because I can't go into the season with Fofana, Lacroix, and Cowell. Then we start looking at Achipong and Mamadou San and Massimiliano as a backup. Nah, I don't.
I think Sa again. Sa needs to go out on loan,
He needs
I
to
think
go.
and I think he needs a Premier League loan. I think Sa can use a
so the
Premier League loan.
manager said he wants five. So who are your fives now?
Yeah.
Because I don't think we're
Okay,
bringing in any other defender. Who would you pick as a five
yeah. So
bounces?
Colwill, Lacroix, um, Fofana. I don't think Fofana's gonna go anyway. I
Mhm.
think Alcemino
Tosin.
and
Tosin.
yeah, and
Tosin.
Tosin. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can't
We
go
we're
don't
bringing
need.
with
Tosin.
Tosin.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Tosin.
Tosin.
You guys,
You
you
know, it's
guys are
like I
joking.
said,
Tosin until
Tosin will end
Tosin
his career at
drag
Chelsea.
us to the trenches. You guys wouldn't leave that guy alone.
I'm
Brian,
It
telling you,
should be.
he will end his
It
career at
should
Chelsea.
babysit Palmer. It should keep babysitting Palmer. It's okay, but it doesn't have to play. Let him just be in the squad and babysit his best friend.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, to
That's
be
all
fair,
we need him for. I don't need him in the team in the squad. It shouldn't play.
I think Tosin's job should be keeping the players professional.
Oh my God.
I think that should be his job. And
We have
when
we
it
have
comes
Henderson and Welbeck for that, and we don't need him for that. Honestly, we don't.
I think
We
he
don't.
should. He should. Tosin, see, on the ball, Tosin can pass. He can
Oh
pass
my
the ball.
God.
But again, when I'm looking at my defender, I don't care if you can pass the ball. Defend,
you
and
need to defend.
that's where
Did you
his
see the
lapses
goal
is.
today? It's
Yes, I
not
saw it.
completely his fault though, but he was backing. He was backing out. Oh, you have to mark the guy. Just make him uncomfortable so that number one, the shot might not be accurate, or you can even foul him at the edge there and get a free kick for crying out loud, right?
Mm.
Just do something. You can't be backing out with a player's coming. You were backing out, and you created a space for him, a window for him to shoot. Like it doesn't make any sense. I, I,
He's doing that whole Van Dijk thing, isn't it? Doing that whole
yeah.
Van Dijk thing,
But it's not.
running away
You have
from
to
it.
charge him so that he makes mistake, or even if he decides to still shoot, it won't be that accurate. That's the idea of charging a player. You just rush him. We do it. If it's an intelligent player, they might be able to dribble you out of the way. It's understandable, but you have to do something. You can't just back out like that and allow him to take a shot.
Who missed the header? Who missed the header? For the Tottenham's winning goal, because I seen it came from the goalkeeper. Kinski kick it out long. Who missed the initial header?
Was it not
I can't even
Sa?
remember. Let me. Is it Olisa? I have to check that
Was it
replay
Sa?
again. I'm not even sure again. No, I can't remember who did that. But the goalkeeper also messed up because it was on one end of the post and it left a huge space
A
there.
huge space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was in
Yeah.
goal?
Kings.
What's
No,
his name? The new guy, the one that was in goal the last preseason. What's that his name again? Oh, I'm coming. Let me check his name.
Yeah, you know,
Um,
I got all my times wrong for these two
Okay,
games.
let me share my screen for a minute if it's possible. Then we can
Yeah, go
watch
ahead.
the
yeah,
second goal.
Shama something. Shaman Lower.
Ah, okay.
That's his name. Shaman Lower, yeah.
Sanchez is Sanchez injured, or is
Yeah,
this
they said
over?
it got a knock or something just before the game. Of course, he was going to start if he was
Okay,
there, and we
yeah,
won't
let me
concede the
know when
second goal if he was there.
you see the screen, right? This is
Yeah,
the
I can
build up
see.
to the. Okay,
I can see the screen yet.
Yeah, one
can you
second.
Boniface? Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see it. I think if I do that,
Okay, now it's trying to. Yeah, it's opening now.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
we'll
you can play it now.
we'll probably get down for copyright. But go ahead, Shem.
Then
Oh,
let me
that's
stop it.
true. You can cut it off, Boniface, right? Yeah. Oh,
Nah,
that's true.
you
That's
know, man.
very true.
Yeah,
Look at
if you just plays fast forward, yeah.
yeah. This was the header. It's just 4 minutes and
Uh, see,
no, not
see
this,
that's
not
gonna
this one. No, no,
No,
not
not
this one.
that.
This
That's
is it. This is
that's
it.
that. Yeah. Okay.
Achimpong. See, sir. Look at sir. And not looking at Richarlison. You are jogging. I blame Tosin, but I look at Sir. Sir, you did a terrible
honestly,
job there. I'm sorry.
that is so bad.
See,
See,
look
no.
at Sir. Look at Sir. Look at Sir. Look at Sir again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's that 32 putting his hands up? Because it looks like the one who should have won the header.
Excuse me. I don't even know. I can't even remember who.
Yeah,
Oh my god, we
I
stink.
stop my share now.
Yeah. So yeah, it's looking at it, looking back again now. It's not just Tosin. I agree,
Yeah.
but he could have done better too. He was just going back. So yeah, he could have done better. And if Sanchez was there, of course, that won't be a goal. He would have been able to do
Yeah,
something.
this is an exact example of when the starting Lakwa, Fofana, and Cowell are not around. They will have to stick with Tosi and Sa. You see the drop off of quality there.
Yeah, just look at the player stats. Ato was 5.6. Funny enough, Fofana had the highest rating there, 7.0. Cole 6.6, Palestra 6.2, but I can understand
What
his own.
did
It wasn't.
what did Palmer do in this game?
Palmer was more of a playmaking, whatever. Is it 10
That
or I don't
that's
know?
that
Yeah.
thing Enzo Fernandez does, right?
Yeah, that's what I was
Pass
doing.
the
Yeah.
ball pick up the ball. No,
And
he
yeah,
made some good passes. In the
yeah, he
second half, I
did.
watched
He
him
did.
pick the ball.
Yeah,
But
he did.
again,
I
this is where I
just
wash
need.
out.
Okay, go
This is
ahead,
where I
bro.
wash out for our fan base because we criticized the previous manager of Palmer
Oh
not
my
being in
God.
and around the front of the goal. That's why it's not
Mm.
getting enough goals. Now we're
I'm not,
seeing a new
come
manager,
on. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say
Palmer
anything.
not being in and around the front of the goal. Maybe he can do this boss crashing thing, but he's now more of a playmaker, and I like it. Maybe he
When
can
was
get
he
some.
under Maresca? I was doing the same thing.
Yeah, he was doing
Yeah,
playmaking under
so
Maresca, but
yeah,
people
so
criticize for not
no,
being in
I'm
and
not sure
around,
anybody. No, nobody did that.
saying he
I'm
wasn't the
sorry,
right
but nobody did
winger
that.
playing minutes. But again, we would see. We'll
No,
see.
I'm
But
sorry,
I'm
but
okay with
no,
it.
no.
I remember the
No,
left hand space conversations.
no. See, yeah, that's true. But we all know that it should either come from that left and occupy the left half space or play as a typical 10. That's what suits him. But under the previous manager, since you guys want to go there, at times we were seeing
In the left hand space.
Gusto in that place.
Oh,
Yes, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Then Palmer at but again it's a little bit different now. There was a time I saw Palmer came deep, picked up the ball. Ahead of him was Estova and Palestra with Joao Pedro, and he played a very wonderful pass. And I like
Yeah.
that pass. The same way he assisted Joao Pedro in our last match against not this one, the first
yeah,
match.
Sydney. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
against Sydney,
He
picked
came
up the ball
from the right hand
deep in the
space.
midfield, took his head up, and Pedro was already running. Then he put the pass. I like him in that position. If that's what
Yeah.
the manager wants from him, then yes, I'm fine.
And that's
Then
why I think the manager has this work cut out for him because, like I said, the structure of the team is still a bit distorted. Like we need to know, we need to make movement. Palmer needs to know who is making the run for him? Because at times, like I said, Estaval, Palestra were clashing. They didn't know who was supposed to go, who was supposed to stay. Or if you're going, because they were not pulling players out of position as much as I would like, right? They need
It's
to have that
Palmer.
understanding. Yeah.
It's Palmer that should be in that position that Estova is playing. I'm sorry. Because
Okay.
Palmer,
And that's fine too. That's
because
fine.
Palestra would overlap him very well and he would have chance to come inside in his left foot. For me, I just feel
Yeah.
like if that's the way the coach wants to go, and it will work very well in a back five actually, with
Yeah.
You know,
Palestra as a wing back.
I would not be surprised if that's how he starts in the first game of the season. If he's playing this 4-2-3-1, I can actually
Because
see what Conrad
he,
said. Palmer on the right hand side and Palestra or Rhys James overlapping, and
yeah.
Rogers as the out and out 10 and out and out.
Yes.
Mm.
Then at the other side, you
he
can stay
likes
with Neto.
Palestra. I think he's gonna stick with Palestra, except when James is fit. Of course, James has to play, but he likes Palestra. I think he's gonna stick with
Everybody
Palestra.
likes Palestra because of the way he goes forward, gets the ball, and he's good one on one. I think he is good one on one. He has this
Yeah.
confidence.
Yeah,
In the
he
left side,
hardly lose the ball.
yeah,
If it's with the ball, right? But if you're coming at him, if forward's coming at him, I don't know how good he is defensively. But
Yeah.
if it's with the ball, he hardly lose the ball. He
yeah.
plays. He's very skillful. Yeah, he knows how
I,
to.
I can't wait for
use the
Gusto
ball
to come
properly.
back and start doing
Oh
a
my God.
no look pass in that position.
Conrad,
Yeah.
the way Brown defending this guy, I know
Who is
he
that?
was
Who?
playing to his strength. I've seen him under chaos football Pochettino, where he just aimlessly run up and down and close his eyes and cross the ball.
No,
That guy will never
no.
fool me. He just needs to go. Just
Now
just
that
bring
we
me.
now
No,
that we
no,
have
he,
a
he needs to be a backup because I don't trust James
thank you.
to
Now that we
to
have
run
a
up and
better
down.
person, fine. Palestra should do it.
I
But
don't
if
think
Palestra is not fit, he
it
can
should
step
be.
in. Why not?
Yeah, I think it should be an out and out competition between the both of them. Whoever gives us the best result should play.
Yeah.
Who
That's
is
what
that?
Alonso said in his press conference. Players
Who?
need
Between
Who's
who and
the
who?
Palestra and Gusto. It has to be out and
And
out
Rhys James as well.
competition. Whoever gives
You
the
don't
best.
need competition to know who is better. It's already obvious. What are we talking about here? It's obvious it's Palestra. Maybe Gusto might be better than him defensively, no doubt. I'm not gonna argue that. But offensive, going forward, nah, it's Palestra all day, all night, every time. It's Palestra, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah,
And if we have a low block team that we have to break down and we need somebody that is forward thinking, that is attack minded, it's Palestra every day. That's the truth. Yeah.
Ah, do you know, I'm gonna clip that put in the group chat. Finally, Brian's truthful about Gusto.
for me, I want competition. Whoever is better should play. I don't
Yeah.
want whoever proves to be better and gives us the best results should play. That's
You
for
know, as it
Palestra.
should be, as it should be, as it should be. You know, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens come the beginning of the season. I mean, like I said, as long as we're ready, as long as we're ready, and even the last game of the preseason, we should be ready in that game. We
We are
should.
playing
Yeah.
some game in Stamford Bridge. Have they announced those games?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
No, we're playing some games in Stamford Bridge, but I don't think they've announced it yet.
Against Juventus, I want to see an improvement from what I saw today. Because I was
Mm.
not too impressed
No,
today. Even though the stats look okay, but I watched the game, I wasn't so impressed with the way. I'm not
it's because
complaining
the
anyway,
midfield.
because I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, that midfield,
we
yeah.
don't
But I
have
just hope
the
we can do
players. Our
better.
players are not back. But I'm telling you, when Caicedo and Enzo comes back, and my guy Jordan Henderson, that is coming on in 75 minutes, I think we'll see some real changes in the midfield
No, we
because there are
should.
some balls that Sugo should be winning and doing turnovers, but it's not. It's not winning those balls. And I see Caicedo in that position. You understand? And even if you look at Sandro Tolani, right? The way he plays. If he doesn't win the ball, there's a tactical foul to break up the momentum of the game. I like that. Just do
Yeah.
something. I don't win the ball, but yeah, a foul. Everybody gets into position. That's something I was expecting for Sugo today. Just
Mm.
be a little bit tactical in your foul and everything. But we would see Boniface. We would see
Yeah.
maybe
I
after
mean,
the
yeah.
Juventus game.
Even, yeah. Before you wrap it up, I mean, even Asugo himself. I mean, he's come back from an injury. So I think he's still finding
Yeah,
it.
and next time, yeah, that's why I said it was obvious that one team was very fit,
Mm.
very physical, very much ready, than the other. So that's just it. It's not difference in quality. It was just difference in
fitness.
fitness and preparedness. That's just what I saw today. It's
Because
not
after
like
the
we're
first,
far off. Yeah,
yeah,
Mm.
after the first half, you could see that our players were. You could see on their face that they were tired when the
yeah, they
camera has
were.
like maybe
They were.
fitness
And
just
that
give them
pitch
some
was
confidence.
horrible. That
It's
pitch was that pitch is bad.
it's an American football pitch.
Ah, that pitch is
You could still
bad.
Yeah.
see the markings on the pitch from when
Yeah,
they did the
it's
area view.
it's.
So
I
I
hope.
wasn't there.
I think we're moving to Hong Kong by midweek. Yeah,
China.
this we're done with
Okay.
Sydney. It should be Hong Kong. Yeah, Hong Kong is a territory of China. Yeah, so yeah, I think we're moving there. I hope that they have better because that pitch is bad. I was just scared. I didn't want any of our players to get injured.
Yeah,
I was just
it's good we're avoiding any injuries, So let's see. Hope we go. That's
yeah.
what I was gonna ask. So because I remember in Maresca's preseason, even the first game against Wrexham, we could see repetitive patterns. Did we see that today, Brian? Do you reckon?
Why are you asking me the question?
What I saw
what
was quick
what
quick
repetitive
interplay.
pattern are you talking about?
We can just okay, no problem.
No,
No
we,
problem.
but obviously, both coaches are not ready to play the same way. I watched Maresca's game today. I was hit watching his game.
But it was good.
Yeah, and
I that game was good.
bro, did you see Go to Man City's Twitter. They already sent Maresca out. I'll send
The
you a
game was good.
screenshot.
I
It was
know, but
bad. What are you talking about?
that game was good. I'm
They were
sorry. It
complaining
was
about the slow passing, and
yes, yes. It was
they
the
were
slow
they
passes,
were
but
complaining. They,
it
they were
was
like, we had chances, like 10 chances to win the game, but guess what? Our wingers get to the front and then pass it back again. That's what they
yes,
were saying. And I
yeah, but
watched a little bit of it. I saw Semenyo and the rest doing it.
yes.
They will cry. I promise you, they're gonna cry
Yeah,
before
let's see.
December. Just watch.
I watched the game and I saw
Because
typical
Leicester
Maresca.
fans told us the same thing.
Typical Maresca, three at the back building up, and I was like, man, slow game. We go to the front, we
Mm.
cannot break them. Let's try again. It's typical
Yeah, they
Maresca football,
created some chances though,
but it
but
was good for
yeah,
me.
yeah.
The pattern of play was
It's
good.
always good in the eye, but it's not effective when it comes to
Yeah,
getting the points to result. It's always
But when they get clinical players, when their clinical players comes back, let's see what will happen.
who is the
you know,
clinical player? Okay,
this
Haaland.
was
Okay, yeah,
He's a very
maybe
good
Haaland.
one-on-one defend
Yeah,
dribbler,
Doku,
and
Haaland.
Alan is a
Haaland is
very good
back. Yeah, yeah.
finisher. So
We'll
those are the
see.
things you see when then maybe Rodri stays, maybe.
Nah,
Mm.
it's not staying.
No,
Majority gonna get
I
it.
hope Rodri.
I want.
I hope Rodri stays.
If
Yeah,
Rodri
when
stays, Arsenal gets Guimaraes.
Why you hope Roger stays for Maresca? Look at
oh,
you,
because
because you don't want us to win the league.
No. If Arsenal gets
I think
Guimaraes and Rodri leaves, I think Arsenal has a chance of going a double to win the league
And they
again.
get Vinny again. Remember,
And I don't think
Vinicius
they're
is there.
getting Vinny. I don't think
Well,
they're getting.
honestly,
they will.
I still believe that deal is gonna happen.
Yeah, it
I
will
don't
shock
think
you,
they're
bro.
getting. I don't think
It will
they're
shock
getting
you.
Vinny.
So we're all gonna wake up to here we go, and I swear it's gonna be the
Madrid
worst.
and Vinny are trying to get a renegotiation, so for his new
They
contract.
should. And to be fair, I mean they should be fair to Vinny because he's won in 2 Champions League technically speaking.
think
He's
It's
scored
just
in
before
the
2
wage. It's just the wage. I think there's this cold war between him and Mbappe. It's not like they hate themselves, but they feel like he feels like he deserves whatever Mbappe is getting
it's
and all
that
that.
dictator
So
Mbappe. He's the problem. I'm telling you, Mbappe is a problem in that squad. Nobody else.
yeah, yeah.
I don't.
And
You saw that my marks I sent you. I have an Mbappe marks. I did a short video. Next stream, I'll be wearing that marks.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, please, wear it, man, wear it.
Streaming as
Guys,
Kylian Mbappe.
thanks for joining. Thanks for joining, Brian.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
And
you
like I
very
said,
much.
tomorrow, if I don't do one tomorrow, it will be probably a Sunday.
Let it be after the Juve game.
After the Juve game.
But
Okay.
before the Juve game, we can then discuss it on space, so you have more people.
Yeah. I mean, we can either do post and pre the Juve game. Yeah, but I mean, but that one we actually be on the Chelsea inverted
but
account.
how you going to combine it? Because you have to host space and then how you gonna do it?
I mean, what I can do
Yeah.
is host this the night before. I host a
Okay.
space.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So let's say if kickoffs, let's say it's on when's the Juve game?
It's on
It's
Wednesday morning.
12 o'clock, 12:30 your time.
It's
Yeah,
5
Wednesday.
a.m. It's 5:30, 4:38, 4:45 a.m. I think so.
Whoa.
My time. Or
Oh.
so.
On
7
Wednesday.
a.m. or so.
Okay.
I have to check. I think it's 7. No, it's 7. Today's one was 5:45. So I
So it
think
will be
about
7. It will
7:30.
be 7
Yeah.
because it's my
Thereabout.
lunchtime. After
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
lunchtime,
Where
actually.
are you,
So
by the way? Sorry, I don't know if we should be discussing
Deutschland.
that here.
Boniface, are you
Oh,
editing this
you're in
video?
Deutschland?
Hmm?
Yes,
Please.
Deutschland.
Yeah, too much information.
That's Germany. Yeah, that's so we want to be sure so we don't give
So
so we don't
you
yeah.
can,
You
yeah,
can
go.
always are you gonna edit it?
Hmm?
I don't think
No
so.
idea.
One
This,
person just throw it in like
this is
that.
live, by the way.
Okay,
Oh,
then it's fine.
but
It's
it's
no
okay.
problem.
Your location doesn't matter. Like
It
it's
doesn't
not
really
like
matter.
Deutschland
Before
is a
you
big
come from me,
Germany is a big
I'm already
it's a
coming for
big
you.
place, yeah. We don't know the states, right? It's just the country you said
The
there.
comma's already in your server by the time you even come to it.
Ah.
All right,
Yeah.
guys.
All
Yeah.
right,
So
thank you.
so let's say if it's on a Wednesday, so I'll probably do the a live show on a Monday evening, and then the
Okay.
space Tuesday, and then
Mhm.
we can do the
Yeah.
game. And
Yeah,
then
sure.
going forward, we can start doing watch alongs and so forth.
Of
So
course,
Watch
yeah.
along.
Watch along.
You would have some memes circling around Twitter when you lose it.
especially when I'm on Gusto watch. I swear that triggers me. I promise you, Gusto proper triggers me. All right, my broskies. We'll catch up soon, man.
All
All
right,
right.
thank you.
All right,
See
Okay.
nice.
you. Bye.
Peace, guys.
Bye.